Are you frustrated because your meta creatives are stuck at $10 a day no matter how many ads you throw inside your account or how many times you tweak your campaigns? Because we've all been there spending $1,000, $3,000, $5,000 making new creatives, and Meta gives them $8 to spend per day. In this video, I'll reveal the 3 fixes that will unlock massive spend for your brand, and not only that, but actually boost your ROAS as well. And this isn't just theory. This is a strategy we use for 8-figure brands. For example, early in 2025, my ad creative agency helped a wellness brand scale from 500k to 1 million a month in ad spend, and that's just one example of crazy results that we've generated for brands. So let's get straight into it. Today we're going to be going through 4 different sections. The first one is why some ads don't spend, the reason behind it. The second point is 3 quick fixes we use for ads that aren't getting spend. Third is what most brands get wrong. And fourth is how to actually go ahead and implement this for your brand after watching this video. So it's a super actionable video. Make sure that you're watching carefully because it's going to be very valuable. And if you use this for your brand, you're definitely going to be able to start getting your ads to spend more in your ad account. So first of all, why some ads don't get spent. And this is the number one thing that people miss. Your creative is your targeting. Now that should be everyone's knowledge in 2025, but still a lot of people don't pay attention to this and they gloss over it. But your creative truly is your targeting. So every single ad inside your ad account earns spend based on merit. If it's getting poor engagement, Meta deprioritizes it fast. We've seen this across every brand. If you've got too narrow a call out in your ad, you're going to be targeting too small of an audience. If you've got weak hooks, you won't be getting any engagement. If you've got poor visuals, you'll get ignored by the algorithm. It's not just CBO doing its thing, it's Meta reading the results from people interacting with your creative. So Meta will look at people engaging with your ad, it'll look at the soft metrics to decide whether this ad deserves more spend or not. So it's very important that you get every little detail right in your ad to really increase the chance of your ad getting spend. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So here's the 3 quick fixes that we use inside the ad account when our ads are not getting spend. The first one is add a minimum spend. So as I said, your ads earn spend based on merit, but sometimes Meta can get this wrong. Of course, it's an algorithm, it's an AI, it can get things wrong. So if you know the creative is strong, but Meta won't test it, set $100 minimum spend on underperforming ad sets. This forces Meta to give your ad a chance, but this only works if the creative is solid. So I'm going to go into more detail on how you can make sure your creative is solid in the next slides. But it's very important, if you've just got terrible ads and then you put a minimum spend behind it, what Meta will do is it'll spend the minimum spend and then it'll just stop spending. So it's important that you only do this if you're sure the creative hasn't got a fair chance. I know a lot of brands that do this as a system. So every time they test, they put a minimum spend on the ad set to ensure that it gets spend and then turn it off once it's spent $100, $200 to basically get it off to a good start. However, I think if you think Facebook should be giving it more spend, then go ahead and add a minimum spend to it and test that out. The second point is check your hook. So in my opinion, the hook does 80% of the heavy lifting. And this is the same in video ads and also with static ads with the headline as well. So ask yourself, is it calling out the right person? Is there a clear benefit to watching? Does it drive curiosity? Does it call out their pain point or desired outcome? If not, you're doomed no matter how good the rest of the ad is. So put yourself in the position of your perfect customer and imagine them watching your ad. Is it actually going to stop them in their tracks? Because don't forget, you're not just competing with other ads, you're competing with organic content. So your hooks need to be very, very strong. They need to be calling out a pain point audibly with the hook. And also visually, you need to be doing something special that's going to stop them in their tracks. Especially for your top of funnel ads, you need to be grabbing their attention really, really well. So make sure a lot of your focus is on the hook. Now, we always say we spend 80% of our time crafting the hook because look at a hook rate. If you can get that from 25% up to 50%, you're doubling your chance of getting a sale. And you've got to make sure you're staying targeted. So hook rate can be a vanity metric. For example, if all you're focusing on is your hook rate, of course, you're not going to get very far. So your hooks need to be super, super engaging. But as well as that, they need to be targeting the right people because anyone could put a meme at the start of your ad and then get a 50, 60, 70% hook rate. But it's very important that you actually do this with your customers in mind. So we actually made an ad at my agency with 75% hook rate recently. and the ad didn't actually convert crazily well. It did okay, just average in the account. However, we saw every other ad improve off the back of this ad. So our theory was the engagement that this ad was driving traffic to our other ads. So this one ad was acted as a top of funnel ad, getting lots of attention, getting almost 2, 3, 4 times cheaper cost per click than the other ads in the ad account. So everyone that was engaging with this ad was getting retargeted with the other ads in the ad account, and we saw the overall performance of every ad in the ad account improve. Now, the third point is show what they want. So show what your customer wants, because your visuals matter as much as your words. So people scroll fast. If your video or image doesn't look like something desirable, it's just going to get skipped. So you need to show the outcome, the desire, the transformation, front and center. So can you visually show their pain points, desired outcome, objections, or something that's going to stop them in their tracks? Now, I know I spoke about this a little bit in my previous point, and that's just how important it is. You really need to show what your customer wants. Something that we like to do is go on Reddit, scrape Reddit for desired outcomes, pain points, objections, and you will find subreddits on there. And you can take these subreddits and use those as hooks, and you can try and reflect these Reddits. You can try and recreate that with the visuals as well. Now, here's what most brands get wrong when they're doing this. They focus on volume instead of precision. Volume is super important, don't get me wrong, but we don't just churn out hundreds of creatives a week and hope one sticks. We build every ad with clear positioning, proven hooks, strong visual signals, and a systematic testing approach, not just a random spray and pray. That's how you scale without wasting your ad budget. Now, how to implement this? We use this creative tracker to track all of our ads, strategy, and spot clear patterns. In the video at the top of the screen right now, I break down exactly how I use this tool. And if you want free access to this tracker, click the link in the description and put your email in, join my email list, and I'll send this over to your inbox. This will allow you to spot patterns, test ads, test hooks, test angles effectively without wasting ad budget. Very important that you have a clear testing strategy in place and a system to track all of this. I'll see you soon.